Asps, very dangerous. You go first. Hi there, it's Chris, the Geek Figure Fan here, and I'm back with another Indiana Jones Adventure Series review. This time is Sallah, Indy's sort of sidekick, friend, confidant from both Raiders of the Lost Ark and the Lost Crusade. This figure obviously is the Raiders of the Lost Ark version, this being the version of Sallah that helps Indy get to the map room with the Staff of Ra to find the location, the burial place of the Ark of the Covenant. So I'm looking forward to this figure, big fan of Sallah, can't wait to see him back in Dial of Destiny. So let's take a look at the box first. Unsurprisingly, the box incredibly similar to all of the others. Just a quick run through. There's the photorealistic sort of 3D rendering on the front, as opposed to blister pack with a window. There's the artwork on one side, reminiscent of the 80s posters. On the other side, there's photos of all 5 characters from the first wave. And on the back, there's another 3D rendering with pictures of the accessories that are coming with this figure. And as you can see from the picture, there ain't a great deal. So let's take him out of the box. Let's have a look at the accessories. Let's have a look at posability. We'll get him in a couple of poses and we'll have a look and see. So yeah, what we've got inside this box, again, I'm going to point it out because I haven't done for a while, but the fantastic tissue paper that they wrap these in with the mapping on it still looks amazing. So we've only got 2 accessories with this guy, as well as this piece from the Ark of the Covenant, which I later found were actually 2 pieces. So the top and the bottom of the Ark of the Covenant are in this box. So you've got a coiled rope and you've got a shovel. Not amazing, is it? So let's get him posed up. I'm going to talk about what he looks like in a second, but the accessories are a real letdown. And I don't know if anyone else notices this, but I find with Hasbro and maybe with other companies as well, whenever they're not doing a main character and they end up doing a side character, which probably isn't going to sell as many, which probably isn't as exciting or glamorous as, say, Indy or Tote is in this set, they just skimp on anything that comes in the box. So, like, if you're selling a Sallah or a Marion Ravenwood, to me, what I'd be trying to do is put more stuff in the box that is exciting, that will make you buy it. And you might go, well, maybe I don't want Sallah, but I really want that accessory to put with my Indy figure, or really want that accessory to put with my Belloc figure. But they never do. Not only is this figure not as exciting as, say, the Indiana Jones figure, which is obviously going to be true, the number of accessories are ridiculous in comparison. So both Indy and Tote had spare hands. They both had pistols. Indy had 2 whips, one coiled and one uncoiled. Tote had a spare head. And yet, with Sallah, we've got a coiled up rope and we've got a shovel. Now, for me, it would be really easy for them to stick in an amulet that goes on the top of the Staff of Ra. You could easily have maybe a selection of fabric tied together like the German flags that Sallah had to use to get Indy back out. You could have the coiled up King Cobra from the bottom of the tomb that they get to. That's a really iconic scene from the movie. It's mad, actually, that in this wave, with the emphasis on snakes in the film, there isn't a single snake in any of these figures. It's bizarre, really. So yeah, I feel like 10 minutes of thought could have pulled out another couple of decent accessories. And what they do, and you'll notice this, is whenever you've got to build an artifact or build a figure, is with these lesser characters, they put the bigger, more important parts of the build an artifact into it. Like, that's going to make us want the figures more. So yeah, it just annoys me a little bit. I rant over anyway. So let's have a look at this figure. I don't know. I love Sallah as a character, and this figure, it's okay. The face doesn't look amazing, and there's a shine to this figure that I don't notice on a lot of the others. It feels cheaper, and that sort of bears out in the material that they've used for this long cloak. When I had it in hand and I was moving it around, it's such like a thick plastic that offers so little movement in the legs. It's mad how little posability you get in this. And I would hazard a guess that Belloc's outfit is going to be exactly the same. But yeah, there's barely any movement in the legs. There's no posability from hips down, really, with this figure. He's standing upright or he's standing upright. That's it. That's all you get in. So he can stand upright with a shovel in his hand, or he can stand upright without a shovel in his hand. So yeah, I don't know why. I'm a little bit down on this figure. When he's on a shelf, I'm sure he's going to look incredible next to the other figures, especially the retail exclusive map room Indy that we're going to look at on another episode. They'll look perfect together. But for me, it just doesn't do a great deal for me. Another accessory's popped into my mind. What about the wicker bowl full of dates? You know, bad dates is such an iconic line from the film and such a great scene. We've already got the monkey. We could have had the bowl of the wicker bowl of dates as well. Anyway, sorry. So I don't have a massive amount to say about it. It's so bang average that I can't really muster up a great deal of anything else to say because I feel like I've ranted about every single part of this. It's not a horrendous figure, obviously not, and it looks fine when it's compared to the others. But there's just such a lack of posability, lack of variety with accessories on this one, and like I say, I'm not enamored with the finish. It feels shiny. The face isn't incredible. I hate the plastic that's hanging off the wrap on his head, the turban. So with that bit that's hanging down off his head, if his head is not sitting in the right place, again, it just looks weird. It looks like hair on a really cheap action figure that it's in that one position, and if the head is not sitting perfectly straight, it just looks odd. And this is the problem I have with this because that fabric would not sit in that way, just hanging in midair. It's got to be sitting against his body for it to look normal and real. So as soon as you turn his head, it completely ruins that illusion. But hey ho, there you go. I'm really looking forward to the next episode, so please subscribe for that. Belloc and the Build an Artifact finally, the Ark of the Covenant. From what I've seen of the pieces that we've pulled out, it looks awesome. Cannot wait to put that together and show you guys. Take a look back at my other videos in this range, see what you think. Tell me, have you got any of these figures? Because it's been a bit hit and miss at times. This is probably my low point for the range. I'm hoping that Belloc is an improvement on that. Whack a like on the video if you've enjoyed yourselves, if it's helped you decide whether or not to get this figure. Obviously, if you're doing the Build an Artifact, you're going to want to get him. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying it's a missed opportunity. That's all. Maybe we'll get another Sallah with the Last Crusade range. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. Everyone take care. Bye bye.